The Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro have been out for a while now, and we've seen many updates.
So sit back, relax, and let us put it all together as we give you 12 reasons to buy or avoid the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro.
Goedendag, we're DHRME, doing headphone reviews met elkaar.
Reason number 1. The ambient mode. It is something else. If biohacking and human enhancement isn't going fast enough for your liking, just buy the Galaxy Buds Pro. You get super hearing for free. So with the ambient mode, you can adjust up to 4 different levels, and if that wasn't enough, with its latest hearing enhancement update, it gets even better. So you can actually hear more than a ears can in real life. And jokes aside, this can be genuinely useful to those among us with hearing loss. So good job, Samsung.
And as amazing as the ambient mode is, these active noise cancelling earbuds can also cancel out noise. And while the noise cancelling works decently and you can choose between high and low, it doesn't cancel as much noise as the Champ, the Bose Quiet Comfort Buds. So that's one place where they stop short of being best in class. They're not bad, similar to the AirPods Pro in our tests, so hey, I guess they hit the target they were going for.
This may not come as a shock to Apple AirPods users, but not all earbuds let you use either the left or the right on their own. The Bose Quiet Comfort Buds and the Jabra Elite series, for example, still rely on a master-slave architecture, which means you can't use the left bud on its own. Whereas on the Galaxy Buds Pro, you can pick up either bud. Go ahead, try it. Just any bud. Pick it up and put it in.
Our ear holes are very personal orifices, and fitting the earbuds is just as personal. While we are generally fans of oval-shaped earbuds like the Jabra, Bose, Apple, and now Samsung, these particular buds don't fit us very well. They don't stay very well in our ears. They also don't go in deep, which means if you don't have a good fit, you will have instances of them falling out.
Now, everything we're talking about in this video is also related to the price you pay. And what you get for this price is very good when we're talking premium ANC earbuds. At the current price, only the Sony WF-1000XM3 is cheaper in the premium tier of headphones. The Sennheiser Momentum 2, Bose, AirPods Pro are all more expensive than the Buds Pro. For the latest prices and to see if you can find a deal, check out our affiliate links.
When buying wireless earbuds, a lot of people assume they're equally usable with both Android and iPhone. Unless, of course, you're buying an Apple product. But the Galaxy doesn't fall far from the Apple. So what does this mean if you're on an iPhone? Well, you can use them as just Bluetooth earbuds to listen to audio, but there will be many things you cannot do if you have only an iPhone. These can range from day-to-day things like adjusting noise cancelling, touch controls, finding your earbuds, etc., to more obscure things like updating the firmware on the buds and even knowing if there is an update in the first place. So what are your options for updates? If you have another computer, you can download Samsung software to update the buds. But how would you know there's an update for them? Check the Samsung website every day?
We are not just dissing on Samsung here. It isn't the company it used to be. Just, make a product and then make another product and then another product. Well, they still do that, but they've gotten much better at support and updates. They promise long updates for the Galaxy phones, but as we said at the top of this video, we think they've been very good with updating the Galaxy Buds Pro as well. So if you've seen review videos of the Buds Pro when they were launched, the app and the features are quite different now. Hearing enhancement, better noise cancelling, and slightly tweaked sound are all things these buds have gotten after launch. It's good to know that not only will your buds be supported, they might actually be improved. Not something we can say for all earbuds.
The Buds Pro are very in touch with their feelings, maybe a bit too much, because any attempt to adjust the buds means you'll hurt its set off accidental touches. Unfortunately, they're designed in such a way that this is inevitable. There's no stem or a separate touch surface unlike the AirPods Pro or even the similarly designed Sennheiser Momentum 2 True Wireless. Your only options here are either to put up or shut up. You either continue to use them as is or you go into the app and disable the touch controls. Needless to say that the latter option dumbs down your buds a great deal.
From dumbing down to being dumbstruck, the number one reason to buy the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro is how freaking good they sound. It would not be an exaggeration to say that these are the best sounding wireless buds out right now. And yes, I'm including the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2 in that list as well. All across the board, high frequencies, imaging, bass response, these earphones are exquisitely tuned. Looks like that AKG acquisition is really paying off for Samsung. One thing to note, however, is these are not your typical boomy bass-focused earphones. They are very balanced all across the board. Drums and snares sound crisp. Electric guitars sound like they're playing through a real valve amp. You can hear Eric Johnson's Marshall half stack shining through, even though they feel a little less present in the mix compared to the drums. Instrument separation is good and the bass isn't bloated at all, and something like Billie Eilish's Bad Guy has a clear separation between the bass drum and the bass guitar at the low end. Voices are present and natural sounding. And what kind of music does it work for? Well, I'd say everything.
With the way these buds sound, you may not miss the ability to change the EQ, but if you insist, the app does contain some presets. But don't insist too strongly because you don't get a 5-band, 3-band, or any band graphic equalizer. The Bass Boost preset is good for bass heads. We think it loses some of the clarity and finesse that these buds have out of the box. We understand Samsung wanted to copy Apple, but come on, an EQ like what Sony offers would be a big differentiator. You don't have to copy everything.
This next big thing about these buds is a small thing. The case is the same size as the Galaxy Buds Live and fits in the palm of your hand as well in the tightest of pockets. You buy wireless buds for their convenience, and the size of this case will please convenience files like Kevin. And it doesn't skimp on much either, covering the basics like having an LED light, USB Type-C plug, and wireless charging, all while controlling the bulge. Samsung knows how to do phone calls. They're loud and almost always clear, but with the Buds Pro, they have a new trick up their sleeve, dealing with wind noise. As we're based in the Netherlands and we bike or feats around its idyllic streets, we like to enjoy phone calls, but since you can get fined 95 euros if they find you with your phone in your hand, these Buds Pro do the job for us.
You've been counting reasons,
and we've been DHRME.
Namaste.